Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mike 280. Mike 5-4. Blue down, blue down.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
36 power. Kill. Hey, 0.
From the 27, Wilson steps away to his left. And a catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check Mike 50. Friday.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, 90. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Shift. Bang out. 54 Mike. Hey, they scared. Right stone. Come on. Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 3. Go.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Watch the twist. Check. Tight dog. Good job right there. Good, guys. 4 down.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Black 22. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. No game on this defense. No game.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Murray. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check, 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 check. Kill. Hey, stop. Do. Let me go.
Now Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Watch out. Tight end run. Wait. Three down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
The Saints 1st down.
Mighty, white 25. 49. Hey, that's what I do. Wait.
From the red zone now, Winston. That's caught. It's Thomas. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Turn up. 19. Tempo.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 3-yard line.
Check. Watch 54.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Let's go.
Let's go. The first quarter with no score.
14. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey. Chance. Undercrunch.
Throwing now. Wilson on 1st down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 9. Slam. Go 14.
Again, Wilson. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Gun. Get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Hey.
Wilson leaves this one with Penning. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
One of the surprises of the 1st round, the Seattle Seahawks selected running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Left. Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Check. Lucky.
That was second down, 1 for Murray. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Murray. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Murray, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Ready. Blue lady. Cut. Whip. Green, come to team.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Ready. Flag. What is that? Hey, stop.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Ready. Flag 25.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Thomas, he's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, zero, good punt.
from the shotgun. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
No, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Four down. 59's Mike. Check. 59. You. Hey guys, listen.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Ziggy Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. From the gun, Winston. Got him in. He finds Sanders. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14. First
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Play fake. Winston. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check. Fresno. Check. Joker.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. That's complete. It's Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, 0. 14. Short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson being chased out left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
56. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Switch. Watch out. Switch. 95.
Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Quick edge. Go. 12.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Past the 20, 10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Following the penalty, it's Murray. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They go with Murray again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
Ready? Flag. What goes on? Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On third down, Winston. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
First down, New Orleans.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the 38, Winston. And that's complete to Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Winston now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. A run. It's Murray. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Wait. Check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Murray. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Winston. It's caught by Sanders. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Tighten up. Check.
They'll try and run with Murray. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they run with Montgomery, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 50. Check 50. Check 26. Check 26. Bang out. Bang out. Bang out.
They begin with a run by Penny. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check 99. Check 99. Check, 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 check. 40.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried it deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, 0-0-0. 47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. Now watch one.
Now Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Jameis now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's first and 10. Back to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On second down now, it's Murray. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Murray, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Winston to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He's back to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. A gain there of 21 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Let's go. You tighten up.
From the red zone now, Winston. That's caught. It's Thomas. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd and short. Winston. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Here's Winston. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
14, 56, Mike, 57 over.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.